The reason many people stop taking action is because they try to control an outcome. They try to anticipate an outcome and expected that is the outcome that they will get. And guess what? When the outcome turns out different than what they expected, which is happening quite often, it's just like a way that life tests you. They get disappointed. And guess what? When you get disappointed, you don't want to take any action. That's why the poor stays poor and the rich gets richer. Because when the poor takes action, they don't see a result right away. They stop taking action. And when the rich takes action, they get a result, and then they take more and more and more action. And guess what? They will receive more results. So what is the solution here? You have to change your perspective on taking action. You take action because it is your purpose. Because you enjoy doing it. Because that is who you are. Not because of what you will get. I know it's very counterintuitive. We take action because we want to get a result. We take action because we know that by taking this action, we may get a result we wanted. And now that I'm telling you that take action because that is who you are, because it's your purpose, I know it's very counterintuitive. But the reason I'm saying this because most of the times, 99% of the time, we don't have control of an outcome. Yes, we can take as many action as we want to, but we don't really have control of an outcome. And if we let ourselves depend on the outcome in order to take action, we will never take many action at all. So it is important that we focus on taking action and detach ourselves from an outcome so that we don't get disappointed easily. Because you know that nature doesn't really work in the way that we want it. Nature have a way of working itself out. And oftentimes it's really counterintuitive. It's just different than what we expected. That's why it's so important that you learn to take action without the need to get what you want. Show up without worrying whether you will get what you want or not. Take action and let your desire go. Just set the intention about it and then you take action and then let it go. Stop worrying about whether you get what you want or not. Stop thinking about when you will get it. Because apparently, you don't have control of an outcome. You can't really control that factor. Take action and be okay with whatever outcomes happens. And I know it's really hard. I know. It's easy when we receive a good outcome. And I know nobody wants to receive a bad outcome. But it's not in our control whether we want it or not. We don't have control over that, so let go of that control. All we have control is how we control our emotion and what we can change our perspective so that we will take action no matter what. Show that we will show up as much as possible. That's more important than anything else. Hope for the best, but also be totally okay for the worst. This is not always easy. It's like putting the money in the machine for a long time, but haven't seen anything valuable come out of it yet. And I know it's hard to convince yourself to keep doing so. It's hard to convince yourself to keep taking action when you haven't seen the result for a long period of time. But the good news is, this hard time will pass. This temporary hardship will pass. It won't last forever. Think about it. When you take action and are totally okay with whatever outcome happens, how would you feel when you no longer care about an outcome? How would you feel when you take action? You will have peace. You will take action with stress-free. You will less experience disappointed and discouraged. Learn to detach yourself from anticipated an outcome. You showed up to an event. You do what you know best and let the nature or the universe take care of an outcome. You accept whatever it gives you. It's not always easy to accept, especially when it's not what you expected. But you learn to accept whatever life throws at you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It doesn't matter what they give you, accept no matter what. You go on a date, be your best self, and let the nature take care of the result. If it goes well, awesome, celebrate it. If it doesn't go so well, then still be okay, still be happy. And believe that the best is yet to come. There is a reason why it doesn't work out. You have to trust that. And remove the need to figure it out why. Remove the need to try to find out an answer. You don't need to know an answer. All you need to know is you take action. And let the nature take care of itself. Let God take care of the result. Every time you feel the need to know an answer, just remind yourself that, hey, the nature already take care of itself. I don't need to worry about this anymore. Keep reminding yourself over and over and over again. I remember when I started this podcast journey, right? Each time I make a new episode, initially I really attached to an outcome. And I hoped that more and more people would listen to my podcast. And what I really realized was that when it didn't turn out to the way I wanted, I got disappointed. And I often beat myself up over and over again because I attached myself to an outcome. I make an episode and I attached my action to an outcome. And when it didn't turn out to the way I want, I got disappointed. And that's not good. Now I learn to detach myself from an outcome because I know that I can't really control an outcome. So I let it go. I changed my perspective. I create an episode because I enjoy doing it. And I know there's a value that you may benefit from. I no longer feel the need to create an episode because I want a large number of audience listen to it. It would be great if there are a large amount of audience listen to my episode. But it no longer matter anymore. I create an episode because that's who I am, because I enjoy it, and because it is my purpose. I do it because I was born to do this. That's it. And man, whatever that you do, whatever that you enjoy doing in your life, if you can just learn to do it because that's who you are, because you were born to do so, man, a result will come. You will then have a peace of mind. Learn to celebrate the good, the bad, and the ugly. Learn to celebrate the win and the loss, success or failure. That's his life. We need variety. We need a win, a loss, success and failure, sadness and happiness. We need all of them. So learn to embrace whatever life throws at you. So the key takeaway is, showed up because it is your purpose. It is who you are. Showed up and let nature take control of the result. Let go of the need to control an outcome and accept whatever life throws at you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I hope you enjoy this episode. I just want to say thank you for choosing my podcast. Appreciate your review, and until next time, never stop believing yourself.